All right, welcome. Episode 70. Damn, that's a lot. Shit. Of Hip Hop High Society presents the Roundtable Hip Hop discussion. First and foremost, I would be amiss if I didn't introduce my dope ass motherfucking panelists we got here today. Co-host, aka. First and foremost, we got the one and only Obi. Obi, what's good with your homeboy?
Oh man, not much. Just gearing up for the new Coyote release tomorrow, and outside of that, chilling and getting ready for the pod, man.
I see you got your LA hat on today. You betraying the White
Not
Sox.
what I rep, but I rep the Yodelandia, so that's the difference.
All right, now watch yourself now. All right, next we got the one and only of the Culture Decides. Lee, good to have you.
What's up, everybody? Good to be here. I hope y'all all doing good. You know what I'm saying? We're about to get into some lit things, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Appreciate you showing up. Then we got one and only. I'm not gonna say anything he does because he's a man of mystery. He's just J Cloud. J Cloud, what's good with your homeboy?
Good, y'all. A lot to talk about tonight.
Lot to unpack. And no, we will not spend an hour talking about that cat fight, but we may touch on a little something. Okay. So sorry to disappoint y'all if you're looking for some cat fight. Academics, I think, is up right now if y'all want to. But anyway, let's get right into the topics at hand. The first thing we got right now. Kai, the one and only Kai, apparently the king of media these days. Mafiathon, I'm saying it right, 3 wraps up. Lots of guest appearances, particularly from the hip hop community. Proof that Kai might be the most influential in hip hop, or one of the most influential hip hop figures, I should say. And according to our favorite artists, one of our favorite artists here, you know, the guy we love to hear on the basis, Fabio. Let's play this a little bit.
Cussing that ain't invite me to come rap, and that shit hurt me. Type of time is he on? I gave the city hits. How they ain't hit me for that Mafiathon? You bugging? What's the tea, nigga? How you coming? Break it down for me. Keep it 100. Tell a nigga something. Gotta tell a nigga.
Yeah, felt that with my whole soul.
Why you so embarrassing, bro?
Fabio up,
It's
bro.
so pathetic. Oh my god.
Oh man.
You need to drop one of them little effects for that, because I can't believe he on the track talking about what's tea. Like
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta have a sound clip for something.
Yeah.
That I even got a good one for him. I mean, I don't even got a hate. Car crash, maybe.
Yeah.
Crash now, homeboy.
Yeah, the first
he's multiple years older than Kai, begging him to be on this stream. When he's been dissing streamers and saying how lame and whack they are.
Exactly.
You was like, what are you doing?
His man's
like, someone gotta pay them bills, brother.
Nas, man. Nas just kept us like by giving him a feature.
I blame Nas. We gotta blame Nas.
I was gonna say
you're responsible for some of these people walking around with their chest puffed high, I guess.
Oh, this is the wrong prompt. But what do y'all think? Then y'all catch Mafiathon, and what do you think? And I'm gonna have to pull up some unfortunate news a little bit in a minute. But did you catch anything? And how do y'all feel about the hip hop influence that Kai is showing love to the hip community? Or kind of playing off, you know what's hot. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think?
It's dope. He's been bringing up some people up there that like actually know how to rap. So it's like, well, majority of who he's been bringing up there actually know how to rap. So I don't know if that's him or Gabe to give credit to, but it's definitely dope to see them come together and put that platform together.
Yeah, I think he's leaning into the hip hop media figure. Maybe he heard us earlier, like, okay, are you considered media, or are you just a streamer that has access to have the hip hop heads join, because that seems to be a part of the rollout now, or like a part of maintaining relevancy for these rappers. Is like, yeah, you got to go on the streams, because that's where at least the younger generation is tuned into a lot. So I see that's why I feel like that's why he's really trying to lean into it more, you know what I'm saying? So he could be like, listen, I have done that.
Yeah, I can appreciate that he's trying, at least, right? If he's going to get put up at the top of those lists, at least he's putting in the effort, and yeah, it's more than it has been in the past, so I can't complain.
Right. Before it's like, oh no, I'm just bringing him because this is the artist I like. But now it's more so like, okay, this is what the people talk about.
Yeah, showcasing talent a little bit, like showcasing some people for real.
Yeah. One of the showcases we had, Ab-Soul. Play a little bit of the aforementioned freestyle that a lot of people was talking about on the internet. We'll preview a little bit of it.
I'm just a vessel, I told you that. Tuck press and bite back. Sign your will with a quill. Dip it in your bloodline. Deal away your whole DNA. Through familiar, big mad. The irony is I'm composing this in oxygen. I don't need no page. Yeah. Legal tender bender. Big stacks. Like that.
Ooh, I don't even want to watch no more.
Yeah, that shit hurt. So
That hurt.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Talk about pain.
That's a rough one.
And I don't-
30 seconds was rough.
I don't know if you
wish
guys
we could
saw he
skip this topic.
dropped on his Instagram today what the real version was supposed to be. And it was a complex verse, especially like the first half.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm not surprised it got messed up just in general because of the verse. It's more surprising just because it's Ab-Soul, but like that was a tough verse to try to pull off live, like just in that situation. Like, whew.
Right. I think too much pre-planning for the freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sometimes
Like-
you gotta keep it simple. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's trying to fit like his traditional cadence on a beat that, in my opinion, I don't know if it's really something that he would. I mean, obviously he didn't float on it, but if he had time in the studio, I don't know if that would be necessarily his pick.
Yeah, he tried to come up there with a song and not instead of a
Yeah.
verse. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like you can't is different. But I
Yeah.
mean, I think he just had an off day. Like
Yeah.
Still talented. Just
Bad
Well,
day at the
people-
office. It
people are
happens.
using this to say otherwise.
Yeah, of course, like
So-
that's the thing, because once your digital footprint, and there's young kids that watch Kai, this might even be their first time, hearing about Ab. So it's probably like, oh, well, this is what the West is giving. It's like, no, bro, this is just one moment.
Yeah, I mean it happens sometimes. I think as a professional, you would think you have a fallback verse, but it was just like he came bad out the gate, and I think he got into mental, like he got into his headspace after that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
He wouldn't have a fallback verse for beats like this because he don't really rap on beats like this.
Right.
Right. I don't know. Some people always got like a 16, some boy like game spit like the same 16 or same thing. Like freestyle like 5 fucking times, bro. You gotta have a catch-all
I love that
sometimes.
one.
Same 5 fucking bars. But of course, like you said, everybody kind of got to get their jabs in, particularly one group of people. You already know the OVOs they love to see anybody related to Kendrick Phil, but it's kind of interesting that the former TDE Reason seemingly accuses Ab-Soul of being on drugs after meager freestyle. So Reason always talking to me. I think this is kind of a non-starter, but I just threw it up there to see maybe if y'all had any opinion on that. But he says Ab-Soul Reason apparently haven't gotten along as of late, even before all the East Coast West Coast drama. Reason is no longer with TDE. There have been tensions with the label members like Ab-Soul for quite a while now. This manifested most recently in the Kendrick Lamar Drake beef. All right, goes on to say Reason responds to a few users on social media platforms still published messages at press time to see him confirm his angle. He affirmed fans talking about Ab-Soul. Soul put his own business out there for him to respond. Ain't my homie. I don't even rock him right now because he's been dissing me, but I care enough if ours say it. Fans got to care too. So basically, kind of insinuating that the dude is on drugs, down bad, blah, 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 blah. So what do y'all think about that? Just Reason kind of hating again or what?
Name 5 Reason songs.
There you go.
Yeah, no, he's hating for sure. I mean, he just said it right. That's one of those classic, like, no, I mean, I'm just trying to help the guy, but he has been dissing me. But let's get him some help. It's like, no, you're just mad, and you've been mad at that whole camp. So
Yeah,
he's one of the people I'm not gonna believe that from.
This is a weirdo, man.
Yeah, credibility for him is kind of like I want to say down the toilet, low key, because like didn't he admit to like doing shit on purpose, like to get out the label? So
I think he said that like after he dropped, like I didn't want to be here anyway, type shit.
yeah. So it's just, I mean, I don't know, he just been yapping.
He jumped in a whole battle and people just laughed at him.
Yeah.
Like don't you're not the one to be trying to like throw shots at anybody, bro. Like
Yeah, he pulled a JT. Let me hop in this beef.
Right.
Everybody thought I'm part of this too. Yeah,
Hello.
that's
No,
what
you're not.
Yes,
everybody
but
just
no.
laughed. I'm like, yo, nigga, shut up.
Yeah, but was there any performances? Because he had quite a few people go up there to that and freestyle and shit. Any performances stand up to you? Anybody that kind of like rose they stock? You think after appearing on Kai's shit? You know what I mean? I want to say he had quite a few people. If I could pull up the list, I don't know, but Mafiathon 3. Then Shmino or some shit go up there.
I'm not like the biggest fan of dude, but that Marco Plus dude was nice on there.
Chris Patrick was up there. They said Chris Patrick did his thing. I didn't see the video, but I mean, Chris Patrick kind of always does his thing.
Yeah.
Shmino went up there. Big Sean was up there. Who else?
Was Overcast up there?
Of course, Ab-Soul, Dez, some dude, Ben the Don. I just never heard of that. Is he a streamer? Ain't he a streamer?
Yeah, admittedly, I didn't
Oh,
catch
Ben
too
the-
many, and the ones I did weren't super impressive. But that's not to say there was nobody impressive up there.
Damn, that's a hard bar, bro. So what do y'all think is next? I think that's kind of a good way to end that off on as far as the Mafiathon. Do we think it will be a bigger platform for hip hop acts to go on? Will it be something that's become an annual thing? You know what I mean? Kind of almost a rite of passage to go up there because it'd be a new rap city type of shit since we kind of lacking in that category. You feel me? Or at least somewhat. You know what I'm saying? I know they do other goofy shit too, but as far as the hip hop portion of it.
I think it's so. If he leans into it, if he continues to lean into it, it's already seems to be a mandatory thing for artists to show up to with the labels and whatnot. They seem to have that part of like their whole plan. But yeah, I think if they continue it, then that's gonna be the thing. We're gonna see all these rappers like freestyling or like, oh, come with me to make this new song or whatever the case is. So. Maybe that'll be the way to tell it's not AI anymore. You got them on stream doing it to some extent, because then they're gonna find a way to fool that too. But yeah. I digress.
Yeah, I'll say for now, Kai might have it, man. Which I mean, it ain't the worst. Like I'd rather have Kai up there. Seems like to be a genuine dude outside of like Ak, Vlad or any of these other people,
I'd rather him over Aiden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And shit like that. So whatever. Carry the torch with integrity, young man. Hopefully you do right by that culture. You feel me? But any last thoughts on that subject? All right, let's put the next thing. Kid Cudi announces his retire. I hate the I'm gonna get my thoughts on this in a minute. But Kid Cudi just announced he's stepping back from solo music for a lengthy period to focus on other creative ventures. He surprise dropped a new track called Once. Anybody y'all listen to the Once track?
No.
I don't even fuck with the Cudi like that. But on SoundCloud, what you called Goodbye for Now, Cudi says he'll still show up as a feature on Friends albums, but as far as his own output, he stepped to the shadows for a while. So we'll play the video. It's a quick video.
Hey, what's up, y'all? So
it's a
I'm here to tell you that at 8 p.m. PST, I'm dropping a new song. Now, this is what I would call a Goodbye for Now song. I plan on taking a pretty lengthy break with dropping albums, and I'm going to focus on other things. And, but it's going to be a while before you get a Kid Cudi album. So I wanted to leave you with, a little something that can motivate you, uplift you, and it's produced by myself and my homeboy Sebastian. He put his little pimp glitter on there. And yeah, I think you guys will like it. I made it earlier this year, just fucking around in the studio, and comes out at 8 p.m. PST on my SoundCloud. I'll post the link. All right, I love y'all. This for you. Peace.
That's some old nigga shit. I ain't heard the word SoundCloud in forever. You know that nigga old. What do y'all think about the heartfelt message we just saw, the goodbye in the track? And then I'll kind of take into the next thing. I want to kind of hit on that. But what did y'all think about that? Are you gonna miss Cudi? Are you gonna miss Cudi?
I know he had said a little bit ago he was kind of gearing up for this, so it like wasn't as big of a surprise,
Right.
Because I had seen that news. But yeah, I don't know. Definitely, it's like unfortunate, especially because it felt like he was kind of stepping into a lane where he was making music he liked, but maybe it just wasn't doing the numbers he was hoping, or I don't know, just needed a break.
That's true. I think it's kind of weird because it's not like he dropped music regularly any fucking way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, or we used to summer Cudi drops every year. You feel me? It's like you kind of been sporadic for years, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I just found it kind of interesting. You know, maybe I don't know, maybe just kind of a mind thing. You know what I'm saying? But anybody else thoughts on the video we just saw on Cudi's announcing his retirement?
I just feel like, first of all, he was supposed to go on that tour, and then he had injured himself doing something stupid. I think he tried to like jump off or something. I don't know,
crowd surf or some shit.
Yeah, and then freaking injured himself. But I mean, hey, tap into your other bags. I mean, he did that intergalactic thing, and seems to have an interest for, you know, just spreading his wings. But like you said, he don't drop like every year. I would say he's been a lot more active in the last couple years. Like I know he did the Insano album, and there was a couple songs on there that I did like, but other than that, it hasn't been like he's about to drop all the time. He just dropped something called Free in August, but I guess this is like farewell. But I don't know if it's, I think, to touch on one point that you said, I feel like it's just not selling the way maybe he expects it to. Maybe he's trying to do like the goodbye, when I come back I'm gonna get more sales.
Yeah,
this ain't enough money for me. Fuck this shit.
Right.
Well, yeah, and he's been acting too a lot more lately and stuff like
Right.
that. I've been seeing him in movies. So
well, I guess to that thought, right? We've seen quite a few rappers. I think Too Short, I think, was one of the ones. We've seen quite a few people just announce that they're going to retire from hip hop in general. What do y'all think about that tactic, or that is retiring from music in general? Can you really retire from music? It's like at a certain point, I think you kind of just do it when you feel like any fuck way, right? Or when that creative spark hits you, right? It's almost like they're treating it like a 9 to 5, like you go to the factory every day. But what do y'all think about the concept of retiring from music? You know what I mean?
I think most don't, but it's, you know, there is some people who do, who like they genuinely just stop making music, like for years.
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah,
Royce,
for me,
Royce doesn't make music anymore.
Yeah.
For me, it's more interesting when it's like a retired or an announced retirement. Sorry, because that's when it's like, are you trying to like get people to say like, no, don't retire, and then you're like, okay, I'll keep going, or you know, or you just really just want to announce it so people know. It's always a little bit odd like that, instead of just being like quietly, like, yeah, just not making music right now or again or whatever.
Yeah, it's better to just duck off, because it's like, yeah, people are gonna be like, oh, where do you go? Where do you go? Like, he's just not dropping music, and it's gonna kind of leave like a lot of mystery in the air, like, answer questions. But you know, at the same time, it still leaves the door open for you to come back with new shit. And if you don't, you don't. You know?
Right. And I feel like if he decides to pop out of retirement, people are gonna have this, I guess, a higher expectation. Like, all right, what's going on with you? You know, you took a break to get your mind right. Hopefully the music is too, but let's see. I feel like it's like when wrestlers gonna be like, I quit. Or like when Tom Brady the first time said he was gonna retire. So we gonna see.
Yeah.
Or Jay-Z.
Oh yeah. Like, bro.
Retired every album.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, I almost feel like they do it like I think y'all kind of hint on it. Like it's almost like to gauge the market, right? To see if if people are gonna beg and plead and ask you not to go and stuff like that.
yeah.
I think that's a bit more, you know what I mean? Like I said, I think it's more of just an ego thing, to be honest. Because like I say, if you're an older artist, you just release whenever the fuck you want to feel like it anyway. When your money right, you doing your thing, you might pull a Will Smith and be 55 years old and just decide to make a damn album. You know what I mean? Who cares? Right? That's just kind of what the way music is. So
Right.
whenever I see announcement of retirement, I'm like, trying to get your ego struck, Tom, bro. You trying to you trying to test the market. Let me see if people go, no, Cudi, don't go away.
Don't go.
Because you can do all the shit you can do your side hustle like you've been doing. You could be acting, you could do all that and not announce your retirement from music.
Right.
So yeah, but I do wish Cudi luck. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we get a drop from him, come back refreshed in 2, 3, 4 years. You know what I'm saying? And drop an album. I'm admittedly not a super huge fan, but good music is good music. So if he drops something worthwhile, I'll definitely tap into it. You know what I mean? Any last thoughts on Cudi or just rappers retiring in general? Y'all got? Nope, nothing gone. So I guess with that being said, let me hold into the crash dummy, which would be a quick one, because these people are not gonna get more time from me than they deserve, just because it's nastiness out here. So let's play the intro.
Hey, Dad.
So unless you've been living under a rock or your algorithm has been cleansed of nonsense, you've been subject to what's been going on probably for the past 3 days at this point, where two of the so-called greatest or the top of the echelon female rappers in Nicki Minaj and Cardi B have been trading barbs back and forth on the internet, which I'm not going to go into detail on that. However, I did want to kind of dive into what we have here pulled up here on the screen. As you can see, 42-year-old Nicki Minaj attacks Cardi B's 7-year-old daughter, Culture. Culture vulture, you ugly too. Culture, you a roach and a monkey like your sister. Culture, a vulture, and her mama a crow. So stupid not to see once Wendy ate that crow. What the fuck out of this is Coke Rants. But anyway, just to sum this up, you can have beef with other artists. I don't know why millionaires are on the internet spewing hate at each other. You should be in Turks and Caicos or fucking making music. But I guess they have more time on their hands than most fucking normal people, right? To go back and forth on the internet. But that's your prerogative if you want to do that. However, you should draw the line at attacking children. You know what I'm saying? Those are babies. Those poor babies didn't ask to be born to birds, unfortunately. Right? So leave them damn children alone. Okay, and this right here from a 42-year-old mother, by the way, to say something. And some people had some shit like, oh, back in the day, Cardi said this, and it don't even fucking matter, dog. At the end of the day, you gotta be a bigger person about things. If you have beef with somebody, you want to go back and forth with them. But when you start to talk about children, but then I thought I had like an epiphany, you know what I'm saying? A real quick epiphany. I'm like, ain't this woman married? And so I'm like, yo, at a certain point, the purpose of you getting married should be to have somebody who tells you to stop crashing the fuck out. You can do bad all by yourself if that's the case, right? So I also had to throw in Mr. Kenneth Petty. Because, bro, take your wife's phone for she fuck up the bag, dog. It's 2025 and you calling a little black baby a roach and a monkey. The bag is about to be fucked up. I don't care how many crazy barbs it is out here. The bag is looking real shaky right now, and you may not get your allowance. So, sir, you might want to take your wife's phone, do what you got to do, or stand up and be a man and husband and say you're fucking up the bag. So I had to throw you in there too. And also Cardi did fire back. So she did talk about the other kids, her other kid or whatever. I granted she was trying to defend her own kid, but still, you gotta sometimes take the higher road. So all three parties involved have to get that big old car crash. Stop talking about babies. Do something better with your life and get your shit together, because that shit is despicable. So y'all earned that shit this week. That's all I got. Let's get into the next topic at hand. Actually, we finna listen to some motherfucking music, actually. So we got our DOD. I almost fucked that up. This week we got Revenge Sweets, was the name of the album. The name of the track is called The Stats, and the artist is Hugo Biggs. But let me play the intro beforehand so we can do this properly, baby. All right, here we go. Make sure you guys mute your mics. We're going to listen to the track, and then we'll give our thoughts afterwards.
Fighting all what's this, ayy? Gymnast, how I calculate the flip, ayy. Taking how I mitigate the risk, ayy. DPS, I be spinning clips, ayy. My AO, we gon' die them for like 6 days. I don't give no fuck about what no bitch say. They don't want no problem, tu comprende. Love it when they got a bet against me. How you know that you the best if you don't check the stats? Racking up experience to grind to the max. Know my constant high, so the city on my back. Charisma need work, but wait until I get these chats. Y'all out here still level 1 with the rats. Dog, how you do the most and got the least? My opponent start to look just like a feast. Talk shit like I lost it. Who gon' do what to me? Yoga nigga off the street fighter. Little buddy doesn't reach. And dog, the beauty of it all is I'm a beast. I'm a tank. How this moolie got the mobs on the leash. What you think? I got bars and I got rank. I'm a star athlete and you don't score unless you dirty up your cleats. Ayy, gymnast, how I calculate the flip. Ayy, tanking how I mitigate the risk. Ayy. DPS, I be spinning clips, ayy. My AO, we gon' die them for like 6 days. I don't give no fuck about what no bitch say. They don't want no problem, tu comprende. Love it when they got a bet against me. How you know that you the best if you don't check the stats? Look, I'm sorry that I had to keep y'all waiting, but the boss had to triple check his rating. All my verses got no losses in my KD. I may not be your flavor, but this sauce no debating. My overall the highest in the trenches. Too busy in the gym to check my mentions. Might just tap my exes, let them hit what they been missing. But no, cause I don't need no winder for the vision. I'm cooling on my way while they on the way to warm the bench. Maneuvering through these cutthroats just to make those cut a check. So if you ain't really built to own all them records that you press, then dog, don't be flaw out here pulling my sweat flex. Ayy, gymnast, how I calculate the flip. Ayy, tanking how I mitigate the risk. Ayy, DPS, I be spinning clips. Ayy, my AO, we gon' die them for like 6 days. I don't give no fuck about what no bitch say. They don't want no problem, tu comprende. Love it when they got a bet against me. How you know that you the best if you don't check the stats? Well, let's look at the tail of the tape. What he doesn't have in reach, he makes up for in pure grit, majestic locks, and untapped audacity. He's really a freak of nature compared to his peers when he flips that switch.
Yeah, well, but how often does he flip it? He may not have it in him. He's past his prime and star factor. I don't see it. Some people.
I mean, that's the gist of it right there. He just kind of goes into like a little kind of skit thing toward the end because it's like the last track on the album. But there you have it, Hugo Biggs, The Stats. So it's judgment time. All right, so I go first this week. So yeah, I like the track, bro. I think the man could rap. I feel like it was a theme to the song, so I kind of judged the song off the fact that he was doing like I'm rattling off the stats. You know what I mean? I'm dope at this, blah blah blah. And I think it's a lot harder to do a theme song than it is just kind of pop shit. So I give you extra points for that. I could tell the man knows what he's doing. There was no bars that felt forced. There was no like too many words in a bar type shit. The hook was all right. You feel me? The beat was all right. This is one of those tracks to me, I feel as though, is a filler to an album, or even like he used it as an outro almost. So to be an outro type track, sometimes those are hit or miss. This to me was pretty hit, you know what I'm saying? So I liked it. I give you the thumbs up, you feel me? So that's on me. So who's next? Obi.
Obi, Kobe. I gotta start doing that. Obi. Anyways, sorry. Uh, I liked it, and I kind of felt similarly where I thought the hook was just all right, really, and almost on that edge of didn't like it. But I thought the verses were cool and the flow was decent, the beat was decent. Like, yeah, wasn't like my favorite song, and but it's one that kind of like the second time grew on me. I listened to it once before just to make sure the audio was all good on it, and yeah, I'm gonna go thumbs up. I like this one.
2 thumbs up. All right, let's see what we can do. We see what we can do. Cloud, bro, you there?
Yeah, I guess we back to the old days because I didn't like anything about it.
Damn,
That's
harsh.
That's just me. Like it's not my type of shit. So I'm not gonna like shit on everything that I didn't like about it. But yeah, I didn't really like anything about it.
He's back. He's back, baby.
It's just me.
I think that's fair. I mean, it's one of those tracks where it's just if you're not into that style,
yeah.
I could see it for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, he's just a hater. It's cool though.
No.
I'm just fucking with you, bro. All right, what we got? Lee, you kind of deciding from a even 50% average up. What you gonna do?
Yeah, I ain't gonna even lie to you. This was a tough one, a tough listen. I think the beginning kind of threw me off. I didn't like the beginning at all. And then I feel like he has great energy. That's like a plus, right? Like
Right.
I can see that there's a determination to show the skill. But I feel like he was yelling at me. And the yelling, you know what I'm saying? When rappers yell when they rap, it's like it has to be hard. And it was not. It was, yeah. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give this a thumbs down.
Oh,
just one, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, 50%. I mean, you can't be mad at that. That's all right. I mean, everything ain't for everybody. Definitely, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? So, you get the
I mean, it's all right. Like,
yeah, it's all right. So, I'm gonna make sure I pull up the man Hugo Big, and he actually reached out. Actually gave me permission to use this here. So salute to him, good sport. I'll make sure that I send him the link overall. But if you like what you hear, of course, the man is active on the Instagram. Make sure y'all check it out. Hugo Big's music. We got it pulled up there. We always support the independent artists. Like I said, if you go through his discography, I'm sure it's stuff because he got stuff that's in a different style as well. So. Right. Give him a fair shake. Make sure, like I said, I think it was dope. I think his project overall was pretty decent. But like I said, that's not your style. It's not your style. We got our preferences, right? So there you have it. We appreciate that. So any last thoughts? Oh, I think we had a comment on it. Ty, bro, you harsh, bro. Why y'all lying to this man? Damn, bro.
Oh no. Who lying, Ty? Who lying? Because I think me and Cloud would
be talking about me. He talking about me.
Yeah, he thinks me and D are lying.
Yeah, damn, bro. I thought it was all right.
I'm like, it's just, yeah, like you said, maybe this not your style. I see you got the energy, but like, this not, that wasn't it.
Oh shit, we just lost D. I didn't mean to be cursing, but like, anyways, we got that. I got the topics. Ty, first of all, hit me up. I'll send you some real dog shit, and then you'll really you'll think this is all right.
StreamYard didn't like me. StreamYard said, "Got me the fuck out of here."
I thought Ty hacked.
Oh, Ty hacked in.
Nah, he would get me out of here, not you.
But let's get into our discussions, man. Actually, this is my favorite part of the show, to be honest with you. I love these hypothetical shits, to be honest with you. So my question is there a noticeable shift happening in hip-hop with the current state of affairs in the world? Niggas is broke. Is the flex culture becoming distasteful to the general public. And that was based off this tweet that we got pulled up here. As the general population descends deeper into depression, hip-hop particularly will have to shift its messaging from classist flex culture to something that actually matters. It's no longer aspirational when you actually have no concept of what people are going through because you're so rich, quote unquote. So what do y'all think about the topic that was already the hypothetical we posed off that? Is flex culture, is it a rap for that? Do people not want to hear that shit no more? What do y'all think?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it's been that way for a while. Like Lotto dropped that Brokey song, and people were not having that. People were not happy about that shit. So
yeah.
I kind of like that song, but I do get the impact. I do get it. Like, I feel like it's like some people are like, some people take it harder than others, and some people kind of make a joke out of it. Like, damn, you don't got to be calling us broke. Like, we know, but you don't have to flex it.
You ain't got to say it.
Yeah. I know you got money, damn. But I do think that's where the disconnect is happening. I feel like even some of our greatest rappers, or like, some people argue that he's many people's goats, Drake. I feel like he did a lot of like that flexing and separating from what people really like. People love when he was in his bag about women, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were relating to like either that or the songs for women. But when it became more of like, shit, I'm doing this, I buy the neighbor's house next door, fire Barbara, I can't relate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do think eventually, like, that's why even people will say Kendrick got the edge in the battle, which will tap into some other things, whatever. But I just feel like, yeah, there's people that can relate to it, and there's people that want to relate to the music they're listening to. You know what I'm saying? They wanted to invoke a feeling or whatever, at least for those that appreciate like that introspective rap. So I feel like that's why sometimes it's harder for us to really tap into mainstream as much, or even if you're tapped in, really have it stick with you, because it's not tapping it. Like Clip's album, for me, even though it didn't sell a lot, they're mainstream, whatever, but I feel like they were able to evoke those feelings. Like that song about their parents, like that shit made a lot of motherfuckers shed a tear, you know what I'm saying? So me included, I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, I was I was in the crib like,
yeah.
You know
First
what I mean?
time I had to skip it, I'm like, nah, I know what you're trying to do. So I do think not a lot of people have that talent to like, really tap into like people's feelings and still have it sound good without it being like, oh man, this is too like, boom bappy, whatever people like to diss. So they like to put them in a box, whatever the case is.
I can agree with that. Definitely could agree with that. We've seen Benny. Seen that Benny video not too long ago where he was talking about the diamonds. If you got those lab diamonds and you ain't got the real thing, they gonna be testing. It's like, I ain't got no diamond, nigga. Like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, most people can't relate to that. You feel me? Like, that's just not and he got roasted for that. He got roasted.
We can't all run scam contests to buy real diamonds. You know what I mean? Some of us gotta buy
say that out loud.
Allegedly.
Nah, as soon as I saw that shit, I said, hold the fuck up. Hold on. This is not what I subscribe to.
No. RIP to Freddie Gibbs' burner account. Let's just throw that out there. But yeah, no, I think there's definitely a shift. And I mean, this is just something I just randomly thought of. Could it be related to like how we were seeing those Spotify numbers not be so high? Like, are people spreading their listens to more like, lower and higher thought artists, and it's not doing these big numbers on the big impact artists kind of thing? Because has 2025 been a flex kind of year? Not really, in my opinion. Like, I don't, so.
Yeah, it's a humbling year. It's a humbling year. I think you've seen. I know they just posted, so I didn't have time to bring it up for this podcast. We've seen the Joey Badass concert, was canceled or whatever, right? It's like people insinuating this and that and this and that. I'm like, the main thing could be just because motherfuckers ain't got the bread for that type shit. You feel me? Like,
right?
Maybe
Ghostface tour also canceled.
Yeah. I mean, they say it's for the government shutdown. Ain't got nothing to do with the go. It's just people not buying tickets, bro. It's fucking Christmas in 3 months. Motherfucking niggas gotta buy presents and gifts and shit. You feel me? Might not have enough to do that. I think it's getting real for a lot of people out here, yo. Like people's not gonna be able to flex the Instagram life. I'm on a jet type shit is just not resonating with people because people are going through real life shit right now. You know what I mean?
Right. That's why they have them doing the here's a day in my life type shit, because it's like, oh, okay, you trying to find something out of your day that I could potentially resonate with. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not the butler bringing you your damn food, but
a lot of at the Olive Garden.
Yeah, something they trying to do. That's gonna be the whole thing. All right, let's try to go do regular things, people. Let's try.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm a normal person. But I'm like one of the most viral moments back in the day was ODB picking up his welfare check, in the limo. It's like it's real shit. I'm going to pick up my welfare check. And people resonate with that. So I think you're gonna see a lot of people maybe faking the funk, trying to act like they. But yeah, I think that whole "I got more money than you" shit is about to be a wrap for that. You feel me? Distasteful. Any last thoughts on that?
You're better off getting a studio space these days, like a studio space, and doing virtual concerts.
Oh yeah, the Amazon shit was actually pretty dope. That Kendrick Lamar shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You'll sell a lot more than you would any venue, because that's people all over the world that can like attend that. So people need to start doing that.
Well,
but it's like you said about the energy, right?
Does those small ones. Not sorry to cut you off, but like LaRussell does those small personal events. Will hip hop ever start embracing that more? Like higher price tickets, smaller venues, smaller crowds.
I mean, Clips had small venues too for their tour too. I feel like that's why they benefit from it as well. I imagine that if they tried to do like arenas, not that they couldn't, because like at least in New York, it was a smaller venue. So I don't know if they would have did as successful tour like numbers wise, like if people would have considered it to be like, on the same scale. It's like I feel like it's smarter to do it in that, smaller, like, okay, limited tickets, guys, come on, only so many people, make it like a, not everyone can get in the kind of thing, makes people more anxious to get their tickets.
Yeah, true.
But it didn't work for Joey, unfortunately. I think even just the album itself didn't sell as well. So,
and you know what? That's one of them things too, where like you may not because they base that off the pre-purchases, right? If you don't pre-purchase, enough people buy beforehand, they cancel shit because they don't they have enough people. That might be one of the events where like if you actually have the day of and people in the city hear of it, they might buy the day of. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have that luxury no more. If you don't hit a certain percentage, they like, nah, we ain't even finna risk this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's another kind of thing that has with this economy is like, yo, if the bag ain't guaranteed, then nah. So like to your point, yeah, it might be better to do, the boozy thing, go from city to city, hit the club appearances, the smaller venues. You can do that on your own. You can do that with a manager. You feel me? You can do that. So it may be a wrap for like those big arena tours unless you're an arena type of artist. You know what I'm saying?
Pop out at the block party like Clips did. Shit.
Go to the club, bro.
The club, those events where, people might not expect you there, but shoot, you could still get that fee up front from the promoter.
Yeah, and do the other shit. You know how I'm sure Cloud know about this shit. Like the indie artists, the lower tier artists, they bring the merch to the show. They bringing merch to the show. They bringing this and that. You know what I'm saying? They signing autographs for beforehand. Whatever you got to do to get the bag beforehand. Look at Chris Brown. He's one of the biggest artists in the world. He's still doing his like, hey, everybody got a picture with Breezy. For the give me $500,000. I'm gonna take a picture, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? This photo op. So you may have to start getting creative, man. You may have to do more than just rap. The days of you just being able to like spit, release a CD, and then you just don't gotta worry about shit no more. That shit's over with.
Right.
You have to be a complete artist. You feel me? So that's how I feel about it. Any last thoughts on that joint though? All right, let's bring up this video we got here. Young generation. I'm not gonna say the word that I was almost gonna say. I'm not gonna call it. But here we go.
Detroit.
You like Eminem too? Man,
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Nobody like just like he from Detroit, but nobody really listen to Eminem in Detroit. Like he just the most biggest that came out of Detroit.
Young Thug or 50 Cent?
Young Thug. Just cause I don't listen to 50 Cent like that.
Who's the greatest rap group?
New Edition.
So who's better, Odd Future or Wu-Tang?
Odd Future, what?
Lil Yachty or Pusha T?
Yachty. What do you consider like Rakim and like Big Daddy Kane? I don't even know who that is.
Who is an older rapper that you always hear older folks talking about that you don't understand why they think he's so good?
Jay-Z. Give me your top 3 rappers of all time.
Cardi, I'm gonna have to say yeah, just because of that Bully album as well. Now I'm gonna have to give it to Rocky to shout out New York.
Who is the greatest female R&B singer of all time?
Janae Aiko.
Put Nicki and like Lauryn Hill up there. Okay. You know, so we can't up there with Nicki.
Lauryn Hill tough.
She got one of the only diamond rap albums ever.
One rap album. Nicki Minaj dropped about 5 platinum albums.
Diamond. That's 10 million records.
One record.
10 million, gang.
When I listen to music, I look at like the beat, the flow. You know, I'm not really like one of those lyrics type of guys. So you feel me? Like the lyrics cool, but I really just like something that I can listen to, vibe to. You feel me? If it's catchy and stuff like that.
Do y'all care as much about bars as older people?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we care more than older people.
Yeah. They don't understand
that new wave.
G Herbo or Jadakiss?
G Herbo. I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't tell you a Jadakiss song.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you.
G Herbo.
From New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you a Jadakiss song.
G Herbo.
G Herbo all the way.
Herb
more relatable.
Drake over Kendrick. You gotta think like I'm not playing no Kendrick Lamar for real.
Chris Brown or Michael Jackson?
I listen to Chris Brown every single day. How many times a day do you listen to Michael?
Name 2 members in State Property not named Beanie Siegel.
Because why, when he said state property, first thing I thought was Memphis Bleak and Jay-Z.
Nas or Playboy Cardi?
All right, I love me some Nas, y'all. Trust me. Like, you know, I'm walking on the street, bumping something good, like Illuminati, something, man.
Okay.
But
Not the butt.
I gotta do it for Cardi, man. You know, I was there since the jump, man. I seen him come from the SoundCloud up into Raise Right now, and it's just too good to me, man. I just love it.
All right, there you have it. The youth, the next generation. So what do y'all think? And I'm always, you know, very cognizant that these videos are very edited. So if they had 10 people that actually answered what maybe all of us would probably answer, they're gonna cut those 10 people and get that one person so they can, you know what I mean? But I mean, being around youth as well, though, I do know that like 90% of this shit is true. If you talk to these youngins. So what do y'all think? Is the generation cooked? Do they not appreciate the older artists, or it's just simply an age difference and like, you know, we're getting that exploitation to get some clicks? You feel me? What do y'all think?
I think a lot of them haven't been really exposed because they'd be like, oh, I don't even know who that is. And I feel like if the interviewers really want to like do something special behind the scenes, even they could play a song real quick. Be like, all right, now that you heard this, let me know what you think about. Because a lot of them, they're not aware. I think their age difference shows, you know what I'm saying? Like, and some of it is just like this. Even this dude here talking about, oh, I've been with Cardi since the SoundCloud era. It's like, has his sound really developed since then, or is it the same, just different type of beats, leaning more into the you know, I don't even know, futuristic sound, I guess, in his own way.
I mean, you can understand him when he was young. He actually like rap coherently.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Like, it hasn't, you know, I feel like he made better.
Yeah, I agree.
Not saying that it's horrible. You know, I was vibing with some of his songs, but it's really like, you know, can I listen to this album all together? Right now, it's not on my replay list. It was a couple songs at first, but, you know, I wouldn't put him above the people that they were putting him above, for sure.
Yeah, initially I wasn't too surprised at some of the answers because, like, in Detroit, they don't listen to Eminem like that. Like, that's not a big surprise. I mean, I like Eminem, you know, but that's not a surprise one. And then even the next one when he said Young Thug over 50 Cent, it's like, again, that's not my thing. I like 50 Cent a lot, but I'm not surprised that younger people are saying that. But then the more that video went on, the worse it got, honestly, for sure. And, you know, sometimes some people just got bad taste. too. Let's not forget that. I mean, honestly, when that one dude at the end is saying like, "Oh, yeah, I like Nas, don't get me wrong, but Playboy Cardi and blah blah,"
I'm
it's
like,
okay,
but
fair enough,
But-
but you just have bad taste, and like we got nothing to talk about then, and that's okay, you know. But so are they cooked? I mean, I don't want to. I'm not gonna give it to the whole generation, like everybody that's young, but they're burnt.
They burnt,
They're a
bro.
little burnt.
They burnt. You be around these kids, and you could even tell, like, honestly, whoever you listen to, you can honestly, if you listen to the same thing over and over and over again, right, you start to take on the euphemisms in like in your speech patterns and stuff, right? So you can tell people that kind of listen to more higher end hip hop and stuff like that, because their speech would be a little bit different, right? If you talk to old heads, they used to listen to 5% of rap back in the day. You feel me? Like their speech is very, you can be like, oh, you was listening to KRS-One and shit back in the day, right? They purposely using big words. When you heard some of these people talk, G Herbo, Yachty, like they speech is taking on like that mumbly, incoherent fucking shit. And if you ever had, I got kids in high school now, bro. So it's like I hear these motherfuckers talking, you like, damn, you listen to bullshit all day, don't you? You know, like you listen to bullshit all day. I hate to be the old man on the fucking yard to get off my lawn type shit, but yeah, you can hear it, bro. Like you can fucking hear it, dog. You know what I mean? What about you, Cloud? What's your thoughts on this video and the subject at hand?
I try not to be too like like old, like get off my lawn, because I'm kind of like in between. Like I'm like not an old head yet, but I'm not like, I'm not, hey fellow kids. So I'm kind of like a step up above them. So I'm not like totally detached from it, because a lot of people from my generation are on that type of shit, or the people making it, like Cardi. I think me and Cardi are the same age. So
okay.
Easter egg. Know,
you know how old Cloud is now. Do you think it was more of a balance? Like even your generation, right? I mean, you probably like half of one behind me, right? So even your generation, don't you think it was a bit more balance in the music or something like that? Is a balance important to you? You feel me? Should it be more balance in music?
I mean, I think it's different now. It's kind of like you can just go and listen to whatever you want, like depending on like your environment, what you come up around, like what your friends listen to, that type of shit. Back it wasn't really like a choice. And so I it's hard because I didn't grow up with the internet, so it's like it's hard to really like describe it. But I don't know. I think things are a bit too much of a free for all, and everything is kind of like ran by social media. So everybody kind of like inherits each other's tastes. You know what I'm saying?
The whole regionalism talk, right? The death of regionalism, kind of like everybody's talking. Like you hear Florida slang and fucking like New York and shit. You feel? It's like what the fuck is going on? So yeah, I feel you on that. It's kind of a melting pot of things. I'm throw this out to the rest of y'all too. Do y'all think should there be a balance in what you listen to? You feel me? Like, is there the important thing? Do y'all have a balance? Do y'all just all listen to hip hop? Is there a balance in y'all playlist? You feel me?
I support having the balance. I listen to outside of hip hop. I listen to other things too. I'm big on Caribbean music as well. I feel like that also helped me with just even my upbringing outside of like the vulgar music, because there's dancehall and then there's like reggae. You know what I'm saying? That's true. Like we're talking about real shit type shit. But I like to have a balance. Shit, I even tap into Afro beats, everything. I may not understand everything, but I try to be intentional and like, all right, let me go look up the lyrics, you know what I'm saying, to see what they actually saying. But I do think even if you're a fan of one genre, like you're a hip hop fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tap into different people outside of your favorite artists. I think now people are just fans of certain artists, not fan of a specific genre, right? And when there's a lack of care about the genre overall, that's where we get some of these shallow opinions, even within the hip hop media space. People that are actually supposed to be leading it, it's like, bro, even if you don't, you should know about this person if you're gonna speak about certain things. You get what I'm saying? So I encourage the youth to tap in. For me, growing up, not to go on too much of the tangent, but for me growing up in a Caribbean household, I had to tell myself, all right, I love this, but I'm growing up in Brooklyn. I need to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it was like, I feel like I was late to the game listening to Jay-Z. Like one of them kids on the said, oh, what? I don't even know why he's like lit like that. So I had to go and tap in. I remember this kid in my class was so adamant. He's like, oh, he's the best rapper. And I'm like, nah, you bugging. It's 50 Cent. But then I go listen to Jay-Z and I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm at that time I'm just consuming 106 in Park, whatever they put on the top. No, you gotta tap in by yourself and see, what else is there. So yeah, tap into the genre for real. If you like even an artist a part of that genre, go beyond them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think balance is super important, even if we're just keeping it within hip hop. There's just such a width of people that you could get into and different topics and styles that it's honestly endless. You can go for days and days, and I've done it. So I mean, there's always something to find. And then back kind of to the original points, like, are the youngins cooked? There's still a lot of great young talent that can touch their crowd and younger people below them. So I think it'll spread out and it'll continue. It's just that people, it's funny to be in this age where all this information's at our fingertips.
Right.
And these guys are still saying like, oh, I don't know Nas, I don't know a Jadakiss song. Because like my freshman year of high school was still a point when somebody would mention an artist and I'd be like, all right, when I get home, I'm going to look that up on YouTube. Right. So it's fun. It's crazy that anybody doesn't know anybody if they're hearing such great stuff about it. It seems like you're just avoiding it then.
They don't want to do the research. They just want to consume their For You page. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want it to the even social media. Like, it's just like not even go off, but people are just so used to being fed what they are interested in. So some people don't even decide to, okay, I have this big platform that I can access so many different things. Let me search up different things. Like you said, you will go home and YouTube things. I remember whenever I had a thought in my mind and it was like, now we got the phones that connect to the internet. Yes, there was a time when that wasn't a thing, right? So you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, what is this? What is that? Just anything that came into your mind, I would just like throw on a Google and be like, oh wow, you know what I'm saying? So even when it comes to music now, it's like people are consuming what's on their timeline, what they scroll through, and maybe they have their favorite artists, but they're just being spoon-fed what I guess the algorithm wants to feed them rather than going beyond the algorithm.
Mm-hmm. Algorithm like, oh, you like this and this and this, so we're just gonna feed you. Which I mean is dope sometimes, but it's bad, right? That was the purpose of the radio. Radio will look as much as I dislike the radio back in the day. The radio did expose you to some shit like, oh, who the fuck is that? What is this? You know what I'm saying? Like you were subject to somebody else's. But even now, like even within that space, like check out shameless plug, but not a shameless plug, but the Armory shit. I throw that shit on. I throw on our playlist, bro. And I hear shit I never heard before. Salute to y'all for crafting that shit for all of us, to be honest. It's like, there is other stuff you listen to even within the realm of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different subgenres actually within the culture now, right? And I also think as you mature, your age, as you age, your musical shifts, your musical taste kind of shift, right? It's certain shit I listen to now that I would have never listened to when I was like 17, 18, 19, right? Some rock and shit, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't be kind of listening to that shit. Like, what the fuck are you listening to? And as you grow more into yourself, you become more confident in yourself. You're more, you'll tell people, oh, I'll check out this artist, you know what I'm saying? Or check out this person who may be doing some alternative. They'll be like, oh, okay, you know what I'm saying? So that's part of it too. When you have a younger crowd, they're going to say what their friends like. They're not really going to say maybe what they're saying. Yeah, I got to grow into themselves first, right? Be confident enough. Get you a mortgage and some kids. You don't give a fuck what you say. Oh, you know what I mean? I'm listening to this. I'm listening to that, right? So I think that's part of it as well. When you talk to young people, they're going to say whatever their friends want to, you know what I mean? we listening to Cardi this week? Cardi, Yachty, everybody Yachty. You know what I mean? So that's part of it too.
I think a lot of people are listening to everything too. Like,
so?
There's people that are listening to Cardi, and there are people that are listening to like De La Soul, because it's like, you know, I hate to say numbers and shit, but that's like, you know, that's what people go by now. And you know, I was just looking, and people aren't not listening to De La Soul if they have 25 million monthly listeners. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Clearly,
you know they ain't getting bodied either. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real listeners. Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely. Any last thoughts with the youth, man? I'm gonna be positive, bro. The future is bright, man. Y'all got it, man. Just make sure y'all expand y'all musical catalog. You can do that easily by subscribing to the Armory.
Right. Yeah, we got that article of 20 best rappers in their 20s up on the site from last month. And shoot, I could probably add 5 or 6 more to that right now, honestly.
Expand your ears. I like to say that when I talk about my underground artists. So expand your ears. You know what I'm saying?
Some culture over here. All right, next subject we got at hand, Kendrick. So we got the tweet pulled up. I'll read the tweet first. What we got on here? Kendrick is supposedly a conscious rapper, but hasn't said a single thing about the real issues in the world right now. That's such a fucking broad fucking. But anyway, going off that, because I have heard that from more than a few people, mostly the opposition of the people who think they're on Team OVO, so to think Drake recruited them. The discourse around Kendrick Lamar kind of places him in that conscious rapper category, right? So with him not addressing major world conflicts, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, and having that label, right? Does that label of being a conscious rapper make you obligated to speak on certain subjects, or are people just kind of hating? This is just unfair criticism. What do y'all think?
Do they mean like actually posting social media wise? Because he's not the one to really do that, but I do think he does try to use his platform, even if it's creating controversial music videos or having a controversial performance, within that tries to show elements of this is who I do it for. You know what I'm saying? I feel like his Super Bowl performance was impactful to the point where we had Bad Bunny say, "Oh, actually, never mind. I'm gonna use the platform to show my big FU to the USA and what's going on." You know what I'm saying? So I do think it's I think there's a want. I guess people want him to be, even though he doesn't speak a lot outside of hey, here's the new song, here's this new thing I'm doing. They probably want him to use his platform in that sense, because he does have that reach to verbally say something rather than it be I guess a performance opportunity or music video opportunity. Maybe there could be a better balance of that, but I feel like there's also a lot of people that aren't conscious rappers but have a large platform and don't say anything. So
exactly. Is that all you want to do? What you say?
No, I said, who said he's a conscious rapper though? You know what I'm saying? He never said that. Everybody just kind of put him in that position. I mean, his favorite rapper is fucking Corrupt. He's not a conscious rapper.
Yeah, they just kind of throw that label on him. He had a couple performances where he felt maybe
right,
bringing light to some issue, and then they oh, you're a conscious rapper now.
I feel like he floats in between, a few different styles that, mostly obviously has that West Coast swag, but I don't think he's just doing conscious rap,
Yeah, basically, if you're just smart, some people will just say you're more or less, honestly, right? I mean,
facts.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I don't think he's obligated to do anything. If anything, is Compton perfect? Is Los Angeles perfect? Is his own home perfect? Or is he working on that stuff? Let you know what I mean? Let's let him do that. And if he wasn't doing enough of that and he was more focused on the world, people would be criticizing him for that, right? So
and he is
like,
tapping into his community too. You know,
for sure. No, yeah. I'm just saying, like, if he focused one way too hard, people would give him a hard time about the other. It's like, he's not obligated to do anything for anybody realistically, and he still does plenty, I'm pretty sure, from everything I've seen.
He doing it for Compton, you know what I'm saying?
Big. Also, I think when a lot of people talk like that, what they really mean is that you're not speaking on the subjects that they want you to speak about. It's not that you're not speaking on nothing, it's that you're not talking about the shit that I care about, right? That's that whole, like, you know, first person syndrome, what they call it, main character syndrome, right? World revolves around me. So if you're not talking about the things I care about, if you're not talking about this certain conflict in the Middle East that I care about, or you're not talking about the, you know, the starving children in the Congo or whatever I care about, then you're not speaking on anything conscious, right? It's like the whole thing, like you say, yo, we should save the puppies, but what about the kittens? You feel me? So it's like you're always gonna have those people that if you're not speaking on what they care about, they're not gonna say anything. It's not that you're not speaking on anything. And I think that's worldwide right now, right? Anybody that's chronically online is kind of like in that mentality right now. So I think that's part of it. At least I think that's the gist of it. You know what I mean? You can't win for losing. You feel me? So what do y'all think is fair to be? Like Kyle was kind of hinting that it's unfair for them to even label Kendrick Lamar a conscious rapper, right? I don't see why he got that label outside of he uses big words. He fucking says things that make you think, right? Does that make you conscious these days? Is the bar that low? I don't know. You feel me?
Yeah, he's not. I mean, I don't even say he uses big words. I mean, he's not a rascast. So
Rascast be just doing that shit on some annoying shit. He just be like, I'm gonna throw fucking 15 syllables at you just to fuck with you.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's kind of more like a smart everyman, right? Or something like that, a little bit more.
Right. And I think he has like the ability to deliver lines that you come back again and you're like, oh shit, I just realized what you said. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but I don't think he overly uses big words, really. I think it's like, you know, he'll use them, but it's not like overkill or anything. I think it's just like, I don't know. I think yeah.
Maybe it's because he came up next to J-Rock and Schoolboy Q, you know, in that sense, maybe he's a conscious rapper. Like, you know,
they boxing them in.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I always looked at him as kind of like an everyman type of dude too, like along the lines of like Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like the Nipsey. Like Nipsey, it's like, honestly, bro, if you're reading one book a month, you probably sound like Kendrick Lamar. Like that's really all it fucking takes. It's not a huge, like I said, the bar is in hell right now, right? If you read one book, even listen to an audio book a month, you're probably like in the top 10% of echelon of people, right? So that's kind of where we're at, and I think that's part of it. You know what I'm saying? Although I think even within that scope, there is like a level of like you get to those snooty people that's like, well, if you don't understand this bar, then it's because your brain's not big as mine, shit like that. So I think Kendrick and them run the kind of like that middle gamut where it's like, okay, you know a little something, but it's not like I'm gonna try to do, you know, some logic shit. Like I'm gonna try to do some trolling fucking shit and make a fucking, you know, mumble album because my brain is bigger than yours type shit.
Right.
You know, that annoying type shit.
I think he has a art of making things digestible for people.
There you go.
You know?
Mm-hmm. You said that much better than I can. You got
to
doesn't work that great. All right. Any last thoughts on that? Kendrick Lamar. I think part of it is just Drake's people still. I've never seen people in my life so hung up about a rap beef. They got nothing to do with it. You know, like you are not signed to anybody's label, bro.
It's because they don't got no more Iceman episodes right now, apparently.
You know, they need to do something, bro. Bring back Empire or some shit. I don't know. And then we got the next one. This last one thing we're gonna hit on today. As the attention span of modern music fan, the attention span of modern music fan being blamed, not the quality of music itself. So basically not putting out that great music. Is this fair criticism? Are we as a hip hop culture moving past great albums and artists too quickly? due to the sheer volume of new content, or is it the artist's responsibility to create work that can actually cut through the noise, stand the test of time? And that's coming from the tweet that we got brought up here, which Lee submitted. Good catch right here. Y'all move past music too quickly and then complain about the state of hip hop rap. It's not a lack of good music. That's the issue. It's y'all's. It's that y'all's attention span is fucked up. So what do y'all think about that? Our people's attention span is because I think even now I've seen people talking about the drop off in Cardi. Didn't Cardi shit just come out and they talking about the drop off? So what do y'all think? Is the attention span, or is the music just not palatable to that extent where it's, stand test of time for large amount of artists? What do y'all think?
Yes, people hold on to shit that they like, that they really resonate with. Like there's albums from like last year and the year before that I still listen to. I don't think like attention span was ever really a thing. I think it always came off like an excuse to me, because yeah, like you said, like a lot of music that's pushed doesn't really have staying power. It's like designed for like short videos, like content and shit like that. Like it's specifically designed for that. It's not specific. It's not designed to have any like meat on the bone. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you can kind of just listen to it and then never listen to it again.
Oh, fast food. You feel me?
Yeah. I don't think it's people that are the problem.
But do you think people's attention span is the same it was? It's definitely lower, correct?
I feel like it's a combination. I feel like there are times where it's just like, hey, bro, you can't really expect this quality of music to last that long. You know what I'm saying? But there's also, I think sometimes people do want TikTok-y songs that's easy for them to consume. And I think the season even ties into the previous point where people just kind of label it conscious rap when they have to think a little bit, so people want that fast food type of music. And I do think as people's needs shift, not everyone, but like just people that may not necessarily, like, I think this ties into also people just not really caring about the genre that much. They want that quick serve of a type of music. I mean, but I do think there's just like the attention span, and then people wanting to find out right away. What do you think about it? That's why these media companies or platforms, they feel the pressure to like drop a review right away. But it's like, bro, sometimes something don't hit me right away. Sometimes I'm listening to, I'm like, yo, I think it's me right now. I'm not in the best state of mind to really like, you know what I'm saying? And then I get back to it, I'm like, oh, actually, I do like this song. You know what I'm saying? I gave this a 1 out of 3. Now this is a 3 out of 10. It's a banger. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I feel like people don't have the will to, or want to give something the time to see if it grows on them. They're like, all right, first listen, fuck it, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
I think I know why that is, though. Like, I thought about it, and I think a lot of people don't have like an identity. Like, they don't know what they like, so they're just listening to everything.
Right.
So they never really like latch on to anything. They're just listening to everything. So they, I think that's what a lot of people are dealing with too.
Identity crisis.
Pretty much.
And then you can't relate to the music.
I think there's a little bit of that. Like, I think there was more of a time, like a couple years ago, where the music was a little bit more like quick to consume and move past, right? And people got used to that. And now the music is kind of getting better, and there is better stuff to like be sitting on. And I think some people are just in that habit a little bit of like listening to it, moving past it. And there is a little bit of that, like, no, you need to slow back down again. We're back to having like some good stuff going on. You need to take some time and listen to it and check it out again, even next week or something, or, I think there is a little bit of a mix in there.
Go through them favorites, favorite your songs, and go back through that list. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes, actually, to find my sleeper, I had to go through, and I was like, Hold on. This actually was a song that I did like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you sometimes gotta remind yourself what you was fucking with, maybe with that short attention span and the memory. It's like, yeah, I was listening to that. You know what I'm saying? Even I catch myself sometimes. I'm like, yo, you reviewed this album and you really did like it at the time. Like, go re-listen to it again and see if you still feel the same, you know, a few months later.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely did that. I did that shit with that Jeezy shit just a minute ago. I was about to get that shit like a 3. But I had to go back, like, and I'm like, all right, this is all right. It took about 6 fucking listens, but this song and this song and this song I could probably fuck with. So sometimes that does happen, yo. Like sometimes you just gotta let some shit marinate sometimes. Yeah, I know something caught me when I like catch myself singing that shit like at the point. You're like,
Oh, okay. I guess I do like it.
So yeah, that does happen. So you gotta get time to marinate. I would, like I said, I'm not. If you give me a fucking any of our people give me a review within an hour, I don't give a fuck what the algorithm says. I'm not posting that shit, bro. Like, go listen to that shit again. I don't give a fuck. Like,
right.
It's me personally. I want you to sit with it for 2-3 days, right? And see. I just don't like that, but. I do agree that people's attention, but that's like the Boss Man D-Lo shit. Boss Man D-Lo, salute to him because he recognized that early. We was making those 2-minute songs. He was explaining it too. It was great logic. He like, yo, I was riding in the car with somebody and this girl just ran the same part back like 3-4 times. He like, you know what? I'm gonna make the songs 1 minute and 30 seconds or 2 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 2 hooks, a verse, get the fuck out of here. All right. So it's like that is what people are gravitating towards, you know, with these 15-30 second TikTok videos. You feel me? So that's what people are doing. They're giving them what they want. So I can see that in a sense. And that definitely would affect things. So how can you expect people to not have a short attention span when that's what you're being fed every day, all day? You know what I'm saying? So it's a catch-22 to me. You feel me? What do y'all think, though? What about the quality? Is the quality decided, just to kind of sum that up? Is the quality of music you think the same as it was maybe even 10 years ago as it is now, in your opinion?
Damn, 10 years now. Oh man, every time you think about 10 years, it seems like
2015-ish, right? That was pretty
much.
I don't know. I think it might be better now. I think I'd have to bring up a list of 2015 albums. I think it's definitely better than it was, 5 years ago or even 7 years ago or so. For me personally, 10 years, I'd have to start looking at an album list.
Brain doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work.
I feel like I did notice a little like decline as far as like things sticking and just doing well. And I feel like the last 2 years, I feel like people were like, all right, nah, I gotta get on my shit. I can't just drop, whatever and expect it. That's why we're seeing these freaking false retirements and all that. And I'm taking a break because they didn't get the numbers they want to. So I feel like now people are like, okay, no, I gotta drop something that really is going to resonate with people. Otherwise, I'm out of here. Like, but I do think the quality it is shaky though from some people. I feel like you can tell this. All right, you care versus you just trying to get another bag this month or this year. So some people, if they don't get with the times, they will be left behind.
Get with it or get ran over. Ride the wave or drown. I feel on that. Any last thoughts on that, yo? Any last thoughts on it? All right, man, we're making good ass time. So no, we trying this new thing where we're doing sleeper picks now. So if you have a sleeper pick you want to give to me, you can give it to me. I can queue it up. I know I got mine queued up real quick. I recently reviewed that Divine album, Chaotic Desire, which the first 10 I ever gave. To be honest with you, that shit was actually surprised me, even after 2 or 3 listens. So I'm like, all right, this might be that shit. You feel me? So I got a track I'm gonna share. We're gonna play a little bit of it. It's called a Sabotage.
Nice. I just sent you one on Twitter.
Lately I've been using Instagram as a distraction from sorries I got used to that don't follow up with no action. Words that hit below the belt and seem to bruise too. Instead of doing me and leaving, I choose to choose you. The truth I speak in love, that always comes back at me. Attacking, forgiving has nothing to do with your unchanging reaction. Look in the mirror, looking different. Haven't seen my laughter, smiling at the thought of you and me, but suddenly I'm saddened, all because it's been a while. And truthfully, I hate that. Giving so much, I don't know what to take back. I mean, like all of me while you decide. I don't need to take that. Love is giving your all, knowing you lose what you can't take back. Do I not love myself? Have I not really learned? Hurting at the thought of breaking you. You hurt to see if I'm concerned. Broke my trust, you don't deserve what you haven't earned. I've been yearning sincerely, picking myself up while these tables turn. Yeah. Clearly you don't want to be here, and I deserve better. I'm not staying down here, the fuck? It go. Somebody salty. Nigga bye, nigga no. I am exhausted. Let him go, take control. Can you get off me? Leave me alone, I gotta go. I'm too fucking awesome. Oh, look, if it isn't Mr. Melodramatic, go hello again. That bullshit as my witness. You become indigenous, right, wrong, or indifferent. Like every other sentiment, lacks being sentimental. Actions led by anger, words you can't erase. Now love is pencil, dysfunctional like a mug. Functioning because of love, questioning if it's a dub. Yeah, we right back like actors, acting like we ain't had enough. Can't lie, boy, this shit is tough. Regardless, I won't give up. Together we made a blessing, but my patience feels like it's tested up. We was good, we messed it up. Held me down and let me up. Making plans to set me up. Dry my eyes to wet me up. Feeling bad like what the fuck? Damn it, call my mama up. Rock bottom, let's get up.
There we have it. That was Sabotage by Divine. She was spitting on that motherfucker to me.
Yeah, she's dope.
That shit was dope. So bring up, we got from our buddy, our brother here, Jen's Cloud. I believe we got Lens here. Bring this shit up real quick.
Yeah. Fly boy coming down from the air. Too bright, hit the lens with a flare. White light, you go blind if you stare. Lame fuck, talk tough like I care. I think different, ain't that apparent? On the wave, you just interference. I give your bitch a sample, ain't gotta clear it. Still doing my own stunts and fearless. They closed the door, opened a new building. Line wrapped outside, but you still get in. Color outside the lines, I'ma feel shit in. It's too much on the line, I'ma reel shit in. How you be in the zone world to still fit in? This ain't even my home world, shawty get in. Tell your friends, I'ma take you for a spin. Like, yeah. Fly boy coming down from the air. Too bright, hit the lens with a flare. White light, you go blind if you stare. Lame fuck, talk tough like I care. I think different, ain't that apparent? On the wave, you just interference. I give your bitch a sample, ain't gotta clear it. Oh my God, losing my mind, spinning around.
Lens, that was dope, man. I liked this shit. What y'all think about that joint right there?
Yeah, I like that. That was good. I'm gonna check him out.
Yeah, he's crazy. We got like me and him. That's like my guy. We got like probably like an album's worth of songs, but we definitely gonna put an album together someday.
From the West Coast?
Nah, he's from Atlanta.
Oh, for real? That was kind of bouncy. It felt like West vibe to me. You feel me? Who produced that shit?
He did.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I felt a West Coast vibe. Maybe I was off then, but yeah. How the fuck you say the shit? IGT to it. Those are the drum dealer. All right, let's play this.
I get to it.
I get to it. All right. I get to it. Those are the drum dealer. How you say old girl name? She was flowing. Ada.
Ada, yeah, I was muted. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's see what we got here. That was dope though. Anybody, what y'all thoughts of that track right there?
Don't know what a nigga was going through when motherfuckers weren't answering.
What did y'all think of that? Any thoughts on those joint?
Yeah, it was dope.
Got one dope. I think it was very dope.
Yeah,
Very dope.
I accidentally sent it to everybody on the email. My bad, y'all. I was like, I didn't realize we were sending it in the chat.
You all good?
I was deciding between two. I sent another one. I was like,
Yeah, I got two of them. I'm confused now. I'm
yeah,
like,
my bad. Just go with this one because I was like, he kind of yelling at us, and the other one they was not yelling enough. So I went with the yeller. Listen.
All right, so let me pull this up for you. What we got here? The press conference. Albie Owl. Let's see what we got.
Oh, I know who he is. I'm hit.
Is it playing on your end?
No, yeah, we're not hearing it.
I heard it just now. But I didn't hear. Wait, D, can you hear us?
Yo. This happens like once every episode.
Literally.
Yo, D. Somebody send him. Somebody text him or call him or something, man.
I can't.
Is that him realizing?
Yo, D.
We can't hear the song.
When I hear y'all giggling, I know the shit not playing.
We were trying to tell you.
I was like, I could fill in the blanks for you guys. No.
We should have just had Lee do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you bring up the screen? Can you share your screen? I'm not sure you can.
Oh, I just meant Lee should sing it or rap it.
Oh God.
Let me see.
You rap?
I'm not a rapper. I may have done some things, rapping wise, but keep it tucked away.
I could try one more again. Share tab. Let me uncheck and check this tab. Let's try one more again. Let me know if y'all hear it.
No. It's all right, y'all. Y'all go press that song, see if you like it. Tell me I'm wilding. It's fine. He yelling at you. I already warned you.
Well, I just dropped it.
Yeah, Albie Owl's dope though.
Yeah, and he has other songs outside of this too. I think this is just something off of his more recent project that I was like, okay, he came
and
out.
I'll figure out a different next week when we be a little bit more organized. This is a new segment. We'll have it, but I'm gonna drop this in the chat for you guys. So if you do want to listen to it, you know what I'm saying, and you got Spotify, you just hit the goddamn link and it'll take you to the track. But it's pretty dope, man. I was listening to it while y'all was listening to nothing. But the press
you got 2 spins on it, right?
Yeah, I got like 3 spins on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
First verse is dope. So that's all I got. So let's get ready to get up out of here. So the last minute, of course, I always dedicate to y'all, man, for being here, always gracing us with the knowledge and the good times and the laugh, and dissecting these. Take time out your day to dissect these subjects we come up and these topics we come up with. So if y'all got anything else y'all do, because that's the good, beautiful thing about this platform is everybody does other shit. You feel me? We all building platforms. We all building our own presence out there. So, and everybody here does dope shit. So I'll start with Obi, man. What you got going on, bro?
Oh man, same old, doing reviews mostly over on Instagram. I drop them a little bit more often than I do on Twitter, where I kind of more promote the website reviews a little bit more. But in general, I'm gonna shout out the whole crew. Shout out to Dre, shout out to Star, shout out to Pico, shout out to Dell, shout out to Hotep, and shout out to Gleams. Shout out to everybody that's not here. Shout out to Cam. I think I somehow missed that one. Shout out to Cam Extra then for show on that one. And that's it. Go check out their stuff, check out their Twitters, buy their stuff, and visit the website. Listen to the podcast. Send it to your friends.
Yeah, definitely. I like that, bro. I don't think I did it a whole episode, so it's a good place for you. Take your ho home, boy. Lee, what you got going on?
Obi. I'm trying to.
OB out.
Yo, I got a good clip now. What you got
right
going on?
now, let's see. Wrapping up some reviews. I did. Okay, Thug was kind of hard for me to get past that first song. So after I heard it, I was like, fuck no. And then I came back a few days later. And then Bryson Tiller dropped part 2. So I've been checking that out. Just honestly taking my time with just like, okay, how do I really feel about this? But yeah, I got something coming soon. So y'all can follow me at The Culture Decides, but not before you support and repost this episode. I'm gonna yell at y'all like how I yell at my people supporting me on the pod. Make sure you download and like, subscribe. Hip Hop High Society, and everybody here, we all got something going on. So follow us too. We might follow you back if you got something dope going on. I show love. Should you show me love? I show you love right back. I don't care. Even if one day I get to X amount of followers, I'll still be showing love. All right. So just check.
You say that now.
Right. Mark my words. Use this episode 70. Listen, can't forget it. Episode 70. Support everybody here. We're going to support you back as long as you're not being a troll and all that shit.
Word, the DMs is open, man. As long as you be respectful, come with business. All right. Just a good comment. I'm always listening. I love, constructive criticism. All right, Cloud, what you got going on, homeboy?
Just the usual shit. If you in New York, I'm doing a show with my homie Imani on the 30th, so pull up to that. I posted like details on my page, details on her page, all that. But that's gonna be dope, and it's free. So
that's what's up, man. Out here in these streets, man. Take your ho. I forgot Lee too. Take your ho. Why you let me leave you out? I would have been yelling at me. Yeah, give me no But yeah, salute to everybody here for coming through. I'm just working on this I'm trying to get this motherfucker off the ground, focus right now being Instagram, IG. So try and get that up. We're being very active on that joint, you know what I'm saying? We're seeing the follower count go up as we put more love TLC into that motherfucker. So make sure y'all check us out. But we're on all platforms. Every last single one of them almost, right? So make sure y'all check us out, man. We got good shit coming towards you. That Armory playlist, I'm plugging that big time. So make sure y'all check that out. I think it's probably like 8 hours of music on that motherfucker right now. So you can drive from motherfucking Florida to damn near New York, letting it rock. So you know what I mean? So make sure y'all check us out, man. Outside of that, I gotta thank my panelists for coming through always on time, early. I damn near was late. You feel me? So they beat me to the punch. They gotta make me step my game up in this motherfucker. Shout out to everybody who didn't come, but Obi shouted them out already, so I ain't even gotta do all that. Appreciate you, Obi, doing the heavy lifting for me, dog. But outside of that, man, I appreciate you all. I appreciate all 105 of y'all listening right now. Make sure y'all go to the website and make sure y'all subscribe to all the other offerings. Make sure y'all go to the Culture Decides. Follow, dropping dope content almost daily on that ass. You feel me? And that's with a job. We got jobs and we still dropping content on y'all asses. So I appreciate everybody for coming through. I appreciate everybody for listening to us on behalf of the staff of Hip Hop Society. I gotta say, peace. Let's get up out of here.